This video is important for you to watch because you, as a viewer, as a watcher, as a consumer, is involved with the entertainment industry, whether you like it or not. Everybody is, whether you're watching me on YouTube, whether you're watching Peacock or Disney Plus, you are involved and you are consumed with entertainment because that is your pastime. So if you didn't know, last year the actors went on strike from July to November. 3.5 months of just fighting for their rights to be in the entertainment industry. Actors, stunts, everyone you can think of was involved in this strike. Why did they do this strike? But first we need to talk about who went on strike, and that is SAG-AFTRA. If you don't know who SAG-AFTRA is, I'll break it down for you very easily. They are a union that represents over 160,000 actors, announcers, broadcast journalists, dancers, DJs, news writers, news editors, puppeteers, singers, stunt performers. I am a part of the union. I am a part of SAG-AFTRA. Just a small backstory. I was lucky enough to be tafted, which means brought in immediately to be a part of a commercial, which basically got me the in to be in SAG-AFTRA. Once you're in SAG-AFTRA, you are one very lucky person because it's very hard and very time consuming to get into unless you're lucky, which to my surprise, I was. SAG-AFTRA is a union that helps actors and performers, like I mentioned here, get paid what they deserve. And so when SAG-AFTRA calls for a strike, it is very important to listen because there has been a breach of agreement. There is something in the air that is very fishy that the production companies such as Paramount, Disney Plus, Warner Brothers, they are the ones that are being fishy and are being shady not to pay what the performers deserves. So if we want to talk about what's going on, again, we need to talk about what happened with the SAG-AFTRA strike for the actors. From July 14th to November 9th, 3 months, 26 days, or altogether 118 days. The reason why they were on strike is because AI has become very, very big in this industry. Warner Brothers, Disney Plus, Paramount, they are heavily using AI for them to save money so they won't have to hire any actors or performers. Now, why is this a big deal? Because it gives the entertainers less opportunity to work in entertainment, to get jobs, to get paid well, because it's not needed anymore. Because they have AI. They can basically copy anybody and just put them in any movie and get away with it. Now, there's a lot of rights to this. There's been like complaints and scares of that these production companies can easily AI an actor that can mimic voices of, let's say, Scarlett Johansson, which was a problem, by the way. There was a certain point in time where a movie mimicked the voice of Scarlett Johansson. AI is very scary and it could predominantly, put every entertainer out of business. So what does this lead to? Why am I talking about this? Well, the actors reached to an agreement with the film production industries on November 9th. That's when it finally ended. But now, sometime back in July, there has been a call for strike for the gaming industry. And that is pretty big because now the gaming industry is also in danger because AI has a bigger effect in the gaming industry to fire voice actors because AI can copy any voice and they can just basically not hire any voice actors and can copy any voice. So they had this game strike authorization in 2023 and it finally came into effect in July. Now, they have pushed this. They wanted everyone to post it on social media because everybody has to be involved. All hands on deck for the gamer strike. Now, we want to know what's happening here and what is specifically being affected. Well, just recently, actually, maybe just last week, they were striking in front of Disney Studios. And Fran Drescher, who, if you guys know, is the president of SAG-AFTRA, who is the actress for the show The Nanny, is heavily involved in everything. And she has been proactive on the move, on the streets to picket in support of the voice actors. So they have about 2,600 actors doing voiceover, motion capture, and other work gaming in the industry. So it's not just voice actors. It's also stunt performers as well, because motion capture involves stunt performers. And so we're not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Now, how did you get here? So the union has been in contract negotiations with video game companies since 2022, and the interactive media agreement expired that November. So they had to go to another agreement. So video game performers are seeking a new agreement that will require video game producers to obtain their consent and compensate them when using AI to replicate their voices or likeness, which is a very big deal because, again, Scarlett Johansson was a part of this. They are also demanding wage increases to keep up with inflation, more rest time, and set medics for hazardous jobs. This is specifically for stunt performers. So tensions escalated in September, which is when I remember seeing that email, when union members voted 98% in favor of authorizing the strike, which I don't really understand why the 2% did not go for it, but there's always that case. So how will this affect video game companies? Video games will get delays, and that's where the video game industry comes in. That's where the gamers come in. That's where gamers should understand that they need to support this cause. So much like last year's Hollywood, writers and actors against the film and TV studios and streaming services, this could potentially lead to longer-term production lulls, particularly games in release for 2025 or 2026. Now, I looked up for Grand Theft Auto 6. Luckily, that one's not going to be delayed, and I don't think Assassin's Creed is going to be delayed. But I think one of my games that I'm hoping that comes out is Kingdom Hearts, and I think that one definitely is going to be delayed because Disney is known for doing shady things and not pay what people are deserved, unfortunately. So this article was released a day after the strike started. So as of Friday, which was July 27, I believe, or 28, they barred from lending their services to any gaming production companies. So the last strike by video game actors stretched for nearly a year, from October 2016 to 2017. This is a really, really big deal. And unfortunately, production companies, gaming companies, they're and always will be unethical because they always want to try and make shortcuts. What does it mean for gamers? And that's what this article is all about. IGN talks about what the SAG-AFTRA video game actors strike means for gamers. Gamers like you. Gamers that are always up to date with what's next. So the big headline here is, our union represents all performers and they refuse to allow their employees to disrespect a portion of their members. Now, what video games are being impacted by the strike is very important because this involves you. This involves what you're anticipating for. Specifically, Activision, Blind Light LLC, Disney character voices. So this specifically kind of confirms that Kingdom Hearts is delayed. EA Sports, Formosa Interactive, Insomniac, Llama Productions, Take-Two Voiceverse Productions, WB Gamers. A lot of games have been on pause because of the situation. And just last week, like I said, they picketed in front of Walt Disney Studios. So this is kind of important. Now, how will the video game actors strike impact me as a gamer? Well, it won't impact you directly, because, you can play day-to-day games, you can play games that are out, but the games that you're specifically waiting for, yeah. But you as a gamer need to support this cause. You need to support the voice actors and the motion capture artists that are helping make this game alive. So in this case, the game performers deserve to make a living under this. So the next question would be, does this mean I can't play video games anymore if I want to support the strike? No. They want you to keep playing video games, and they're not asking you to stop, because the more you play video games, the more it supports already the people that already worked on it. But it just kind of shows that gaming is only going to get bigger from here. So what can you do to support voice actors that are striking, or even stunt performers? Well, honestly, you can invite them to your streams. You can invite them to discuss the strike, post online support if you want. Or talk about it, just like I'm talking about it right here, because I think it's very important for the community, because, like I said, gaming is only going to get bigger from here. So that is basically the whole breakdown of what's happening with the gamers strike. I don't know what negotiations they've been talking about recently. I mean, I haven't seen any updates since then or gotten any emails. But if there are any emails, I can definitely talk about it on stream. But other than that, if you have any questions, let's talk about it in the comments below. And support your voice, support your voice actors and stunt performers, because they deserve the pay that they need. And AI honestly just sucks at this point because it just steals everything. So yeah, that's it. Peace.